Welcome back to Anime Fight Club, everyone. My name is Grim. We're checking out Baki, Son of Ogre, chapter 188, entitled The Mark of a Friendship. Now, in the last video, Strydum was teaching some cadets in the army as well as preparing for a fight with the Yujiro. So I cannot wait to see this. I just hope Strydum has something for Yujiro. Hopefully he can surprise him somehow, get him to smile, excite him, something. I know he's not going to defeat him, but hopefully this will be fun. Strydum, listen. If you really want me to consider you as my friend, on the first hour of every new year, I will be your target. Come and kill me. What a requirement for friendship. I will not question if it's fair or not. I won't accept less than your best. Swords and blades, not a problem. Guns and Uzis, always welcome. Grenades, explosives, be my guest. To nuke the place, that'd be awesome. Get out of here. Give all that you got, all your power and strength. Make a pledge to finish me off. If you want to impress Hanma Yujiro and hang out with the world's ogre in styles, if you really want to consider yourself a close ally to the ogre, year after year, as soon as the first minute of the new year starts, you have to do this. This is the one and only way. Come on, Strydum. Today, he will die. He has to die. My killer instinct is ready for everything. Hey. Turns around. Terrified, I'm sure. He's sweating, turning around. Yujiro's already standing there. Strydum kicks the earth, tucks and rolls to get away from Yujiro, gets back on his feet, prepared to fight. Yujiro, this is the final encounter. You are going to blam. Smacks his leg, gets to laughing. I was wondering what he hit. It was his own thigh. He's cracking up, mostly probably at the way Strydum looks. What in the world, man? No, wait. This is just great. Last year you came shirtless. Every 100 years, men like us, you even had the red headband. 2 years ago, it was I lived my life in full, all dressed in a samurai getup with the katanas and stuff. Or that year that you came as a spaghetti gunslinger, saying I never seen so many men wasted so bad. But this year, you didn't even have to open your mouth. I'm going to die laughing one of these days. All bad. Strydum's head's kind of hanging. Wow, Yujiro walked up to him and just kicked off the helmet. All bad. What perfect technique. 180-degree angle, just perfect. Strydum, your murder attempts aren't serious. You know you don't stand a chance of winning with that crap on your body, and you still. No, he doesn't know that I have the newly developed explosives in my knuckles. I still have the chance to land a deadly blow. I only have one chance. I gotta be fast and swift. It will be one final blow. Even though you are one scary ogre, you still can't read minds. You're not that supernatural. Yep, the mighty Hanma Yujiro still can't tell what I have prepared under my sleeves. Or can he? Oh, look at this, like, what is this? So Strydum's helmet finally hits the ground. Did it crack his armor too? Get out of here. His armor's fine in this image, but now once the helmet hits the ground, his armor cracks all the way down to the growing protector. Wow, Yujiro is no joke. You just said, can he? You reek of explosives, Strydum, my suicide bomber. Ogre, like I said, you can't read minds. You never guessed, but I didn't want to let you down. That I was preparing one final baton. For one more year, the promise has been kept. Chapter 189, Crazed in Love. Alright, did Strydum blow himself? What is he doing? So he hit the knuckles together, and we got an explosion, right? But all we see is Strydum being affected. Like, Yujiro's just standing here. I don't know, maybe they'll come back to it. Do you want to get rougher? Oh, Baki came across some little street thugs. You know the routine, man. Hand us your wallet. Come on, Kure-chan. Kids got guts. Time for the cut. Good idea. Blood and cuts coming right up. Uh-oh. Right when he pulls this out, Baki goes Super Saiyan. When fighting punks on the streets like this, it's very important to analyze your prey's fighting ability. The kid that was trying to scare Baki would tell later to everyone, after I pulled it, it felt like the knife had shrinked. So tiny that it could be held in the tip of my finger. I'm not that stupid. I don't stand a chance attacking with a hairpin. Hey, you kids. It isn't nice to bully and pick on weaker guys, but it isn't even worth to put your head inside a tiger's jaw without knowing the consequences. Oh, but it's even worse to put your head inside a tiger's jaw without knowing the consequences. So somehow this man knows of Baki's strength. Who is this? Kuriyagawa-san. Young men, you should be glad I stopped you. Had I come 1 second late and you would have ended up fighting with someone that's worlds apart from your abilities, ending with a shattered face, brain damage, busted internal organs, disfigured mouth, destroyed jaw, and injured tongue, not to mention the obvious loss of eyesight, it won't be something pretty to experience. Not worth to even think about it in your best interest. You better go. And they actually took off. It's been ages. How have you been, sir? You look sharp and healthy as usual. And we are finally here. The ultimate battle of the world, the greatest fight between the two strongest creatures, the strongest challenge between father against son is about to begin. It's not all that. It's just an argument with the old man. That's all. You want to avenge your mother. Now it's finally the time. You must accomplish Kuriyagawa-san. It was 5 years ago. How many times? So many times, almost 1,000 times, I asked myself that same question. The father that I hate so much, do I really hate him that much? I don't feel like it. In fact, I don't really hate anybody at all. Furthermore, my father, Hanma Yujiro, did he really assassinate my mother in cold blood? Is this battle really to avenge my mother's death? Life cannot be this black and white. Why are you saying these things at this point in life? Are you going to forgive him then? If you remember, my mother wasn't really the normal kind of mother. Kissing her son on the lips like this, like, what's wrong with you? It didn't even matter that we were mother and son. For her, I was simply a gift to offer the man she was crazed in love. You may think I'm just assuming things, but no matter what he could do, she was still going to be crazed in love with the strongest man in the world, Hanma Yujiro. My senses were shaken at the time, but I still saw it before I passed out. My father was holding my mother in his arms tight, like not wanting to let go. That's how he killed her though. Maybe my stupid old man was too strong and didn't know when to let go. My mother was also holding him tight. I heard her crying, but not out of pain. Maybe she was crying out of happiness. Wouldn't you like to die in the arms of the person you love the most, Baki? You love to mess with my head, Kuri-san. You love to mess with people's head, Baki. Get out of here. Messing with, it's so obvious, isn't it? You know it. My mother's wishes have become true. Baki, listen. Is this what you really want? Chapter 190, The Memories of That Day. Who is this? I honestly can't tell. Miss Akezawa Imi fulfilled her woman's dreams in the end. Of course, that's right. Her life was redeemed, Baki, but not yours, and this time you have to face it. The only important thing that matters now is your own life. How you're going to live it starting now. I get your point. Oh, you do? Because it doesn't look to me that way, Baki-san. You're concerned about me. That's very pleasant. Excuse me. No, Baki, I'm not. I will simply tell you what everybody else will. You only get one chance in life, Baki. You should never take it for granted. You are still pleasing the wishes of Miss Emmy even though she is long gone, and you are living to satisfy the expectations of your father, Hanma Yujiro. Had she been alive at this moment, Miss Emmy would be impressed at your progress. She would have praised you so much, but Hanma Yujiro would simply scream, "This is the power of the Hanma blood." I think everything they did to you was wrong. Baki, please tell me, what do you want in this life? What are you planning to do after all this is over? It came from heaven. What? Heaven? What did? It was this voice I could hear, words from an angel. When my father caught me with his Choku Gekidan, I knew at that moment that he was way out of my league. It was at that time when my mother stood up in front of the strongest creature in the world, Yujiro. And not only that, mother punched that huge and terrible giant. And with a proud and fearless stance, she screamed at the top of her lungs, "I am your opponent now." So she did stand up for Baki in the end. Probably you would know, Kuriyagawa-san. What does it mean to stand tall in front of Hanma Yujiro? You would know what does it mean to punch or even touch the body of Hanma Yujiro. I'm sure you know. What is the result of declaring war on Hanma Yujiro? By sacrificing her own self, she had tried to save me. I didn't even ask. And this poor guy, he's just making coffee and he's listening to all this like, what in the world? This kid has been through everything. Baki's crying. One word was enough to save my life. One word was simply enough for me to be happy. I would gladly give the rest of my life for that simple word. I was able to survive so much and stay alive to this day because of that word. I was able to stay strong and improve every day because of that word. All my strength inside of me, everything comes from that simple word. That word, yes. And the Ogre doesn't have that word living inside of him. You are about to become the world's strongest because of that burning word. You are always in good tune, don't you think so, Kuri-san? Yes. Hearing about the word, though, I can't help but feel ashamed of what I just said. Really, it was me, the one that was wrong. No, sir. Well, I started to realize while trying to oblige my heart that, of course, cannot express words on its own. While I was talking with Kuriyagawa, remembering the past, I started to realize the earnest desire to surpass my father. Defeating my father, that's my fate. It will be an offering to my mother's sacrifice. So Baki just got a new spurt of inspiration just from having that conversation and remembering why his mother died for him. This is not revenge. Guessing it's love. Leave a comment below. What do you guys think about these chapters of Baki, Son of Ogre? Him having the new found vigor in his fighting spirit to go up against his father. He couldn't tell whether or not it was hate for his father that was spurring him to grow stronger, but here he found out it was the love that his mother had for him and that he has for his mother that is going to push him to defeat his father. Thank you for the life that she spared. Incredible. Leave a comment below what you guys think of the video. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video or enjoyed the Baki manga. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. If you have, thank you very much. Please consider sharing with at least one friend. Let's try to continue growing the community. Check the link in the description for the next video. It'll also be on the screen momentarily, as well as the playlists that coincides with this video. So if you're a new subscriber, you can feel free to catch up. Again, hit the thumbs up on this video. Become a part of the notification squad. I'll see you next video. And as always, otaku for life.